It's Monday morning here at Muscle in the Morning, and I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is October 8th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Rebounding is one of those NBA stats that the common fan doesn't seem to pay much attention to, but true hoop heads love because 9 times out of 10, it tells you everything you need to know about the identity of a team. And you won't find too many competitors out there going harder in the paint than perennial classic physique all-star Robert Timms. Fresh off another rock-solid performance at the Olympia, Timms and his team are already starting to eye another target date on their calendar after a well-timed post-show rebound. Timms is a guy who has enough talent to win just about any show he decides to enter. So if he does end up jumping into one of those late-season events, it's all but guaranteed that he'll be right there competing for a top 3 slot. Now that I'm on an NBA kick, there was another member of the Classic Physique elite who was spotted bumping elbows with NBA royalty last week. Apparently our old buddy George Peterson is moving up in the world now because he was recently spotted hanging out with New York Knicks legend John Starks at an event last week. If you don't follow basketball, then you won't see the similarities here, but Starks and Peterson are carbon copies of each other in the sense that they're both gritty, hard-nosed guys who have no problem punching you in the mouth if that's what it takes to win. So now that John becomes the first Knick to get close to a guy who's actually won something in the last 30 years, hopefully some of that magic will rub off and the Knicks may actually have a successful season. Well, maybe. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we thought it was only right that we do our part and show some love to one of the most inspiring stories that we've covered all year in a current breast cancer survivor turned Olympian, Dureena Wilson. In case you don't remember, earlier this year we reported that Wilson was diagnosed with breast cancer back in January, and yet still somehow miraculously managed to gut her way through her Arnold Classic prep before ultimately undergoing surgery back in April. Now, almost a full 7 months later, not only is Wilson looking happy and healthy again as a proud breast cancer survivor, she's also out there walking around as a living, breathing embodiment of what heart and determination and the incredible will to survive for millions and millions of women out there are all about. And if that ain't worth telling here on Muscle in the Morning, folks, then I don't know what is. You know, we usually reserve Mondays for celebrating International Chest Day, but when you're a first ballot Hall of Famer who's going to have your own wing in Joe Weider's Museum of Modern Bodybuilding one day, like Dexter Jackson, well, I guess you can rename Monday whatever the heck you want. Bright and early this morning, we saw the Blade celebrating the new National Arm Training Day with a few sets of 21s that delivered the old man a monster pump like I've never seen before. Even though he had a few more grays in the beard than usual this year, so far up on the stage, it's been the same old timeless Dexter Jackson. And hopefully for the sake of the fans, we get a chance to see the legend in action one more time this season before he goes 0 dark 30. Normally if I see anything jump 20 points in 3 weeks, it usually starts to set off bells and alarms in my head. Unless it's my credit score, of course. But when I see a guy like Juan Morel jump up 20 pounds after 3 weeks of post-Olympia eating, all I can think is one thing. Now it's a party. Over the weekend we saw Juan Diesel release his first official post-Olympia update to give his fans a sneak peek at what he's been working with lately. In all my years in bodybuilding, I'm not sure if I've ever seen a guy with an ability to rebound and an appetite quite like Juan has post-show. So as long as he can stay the course and focus on quality over quantity, I think it should give him a nice jump start to whatever he has lined up next on his docket. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.